Welcome to Karkom Cards and Comics. I'm Hearst,
Big Josh, what it do?
and we are back again with a duel. This is a no holds barred, just barred bar fight, essentially. No powers against no powers. It's just mano y mano, man to swine, or whatever you want to call it. But it's getting real.
Dangerous.
I know not who he brings to the table. He knows not who I bring. We do a little bit of digging, a little bit of guessing. So maybe he'll guess who I'm bringing. I don't think he will, but
It's happened.
it has happened twice. You've guessed who
Three
who I brought?
times.
Three.
Yep.
We'll have to go back through the record and see here.
He's never guessed any of my fighters.
That is true. All right, but I want you to do predictions first. See, get that out of the way here.
All right. Really, I have two, but one of them I wasn't sure if he had powers or not. And I didn't have time to bother looking it up. But considering we just watched the movies last night, I was thinking maybe Blade. But I'm not sure if. I mean, he can regenerate, can he? But if he injects the blood or whatever.
No, that's just part of his vampirism. It's like Daffyrism, I think. It's like where he's technically a half vampire, so he does have super strength and the healing factor.
Okay.
So yeah, he wouldn't be eligible for this.
Well, the other one I was our old inside joke, Batroc the Leaper.
Ah, okay. No, I didn't even consider him really, but all right. So the one that I thought, like, just going into this, that you would have known I was bringing Nick Fury, so you would have just like planned for it.
I ruled that out right away.
Okay. Yeah. So yeah, I didn't bring Nick Fury, but I just give him props. I really do think he's like one of the most badass people, like, just in all of Marvel. So he's got like the perfect job for that character to have.
Yeah.
So a lot of respect goes out to Nick. But yeah, nope, not that.
Now, White Nick or
Both, really. Because like Sam Jackson in the comics is actually Nick Fury Jr. So, but they're both like on the same level. I mean, they're basically the same character. It's just like a different time. All right, but so the character that I was initially going to bring is the Punisher. I really thought about bringing him because I was making my list, going through everybody that could actually come to the table today. And then I did a little tournament with everybody on that list, and it was like, I think the Punisher could actually beat all of these people. So he's at the top of that no-powered list. That I even think he could beat Nick Fury in a one-on-one. Just one-on-one. So I took a step back from that, and I chose to go with Marv from Sin City.
Oh, okay. Tough old bastard.
Yeah.
Ugly to sin.
7'9" in the comics.
Wow.
So he's a bit of a giant in his own right. So my paper actually says Punisher, but yeah, since I wrote that, I kind of wanted to change my mind. So yeah, Marv was on there. So I really think maybe it's Punisher you're bringing today.
It's not.
No?
Although my guy has tangoed with the Punisher on several occasions.
Oh, so it's Kevin Nash. It's the Russian?
It is not the Russian.
No? Oh, okay. All right, well, I actually have quite a long list of like these non-powered people that I had considered. Some were more nonsensical than others, like Zorro, the Phantom or the Spirit, Howard the Duck. I thought would also make it in this, but another person from Sin City that I thought about was actually Miho.
Oh,
I think she's
awesome.
Is just incredible. Yeah, the Rocketeer, the Shocker, Night Owl, Mysterio.
Well, it wouldn't have been like the Shocker because he does use like equipment to get powers.
Yeah, it's just arm blast essentially.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was an arguable one. Star Lord, because in the comics he's not part Celestial. Judge Dredd,
That would have been cool.
the Crimson Bolt, Defendor, Kick-Ass, Hit Girl, and Conan the Barbarian.
None of them.
So, well, those are all just people that I considered to bring,
Okay.
but like, yeah, okay. I thought Conan the Barbarian would also be a great fight, but I was just like, I can't commit to him because if you bring a gun, like
It'll be like the Indiana Jones fight.
yeah,
With this...
because he won't even know what a gun is. He won't yeah. So all right, as much as I think Conan the Barbarian is a cool idea for a fight, a future fight maybe, but just not for this. So Marv is my guy.
Well, my guy is definitely familiar with guns, although he's not usually depicted with them much. But yeah, he's definitely familiar with them. I just pull up the picture and do a whole reveal at the same time. How about that?
All right, yeah. I should be showing off pictures too, right?
So
Marv.
I was looking through. I have a DC encyclopedia, and I was flipping through it because DC has a ton of like heroes and villains that don't have powers. Batman, Joker, probably the two biggest that will come to everybody's mind first. But like almost every Batman villain, or even the heroes in the Batman, universe. But so I flipped through this DC encyclopedia.
Mr. Freeze.
From front to back, he was considered. Ultimately, I didn't go with anyone from the DC universe. Though.
Oh, okay.
I ended up with the Kingpin.
Yeah. Okay.
So I went with a giant of a man as well. Although he's only listed as 6'7", not 22-12 or whatever your guy was.
7'9".
But my guy probably weighs more.
Yeah, probably.
450 pounds for the Kingpin.
I already forgot that I was gonna read Dwight's monologue about Marv to have you see if it made you guess right. But I was like, another character in Sin City actually who knows Marv was talking to somebody about him, and he's just like, most people think Marv is crazy. I don't believe that. I'm no Shrink, and I'm not saying I got Marv all figured out or anything, but crazy just doesn't explain him. Not to me. Sometimes I think he's retarded, a big, brutal kid that never learned the ground rules about how people are supposed to act around each other. But that doesn't give it doesn't have the right ring to it either. No, it's more like there's nothing wrong with Marv, nothing at all, except that he had the rotten luck of being born in the wrong time in history. He would have been okay with being born a couple thousand years ago, and he'd be right at home on some ancient battlefield, swinging an axe into somebody's face, or in the Roman arena taking a sword to other gladiators like him. They would have tossed girls to him back then.
Yeah, that would have gave it away for sure.
You would have known?
Oh,
okay.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I've watched the movie so many times, and that, it's directly in there, so.
Yeah. I just think he's a monster, honestly. Like, the stuff that it takes to eventually bring him down in the end is just insane.
Yeah. I just, in the movie, I did not like that it was Mickey Rourke.
Yeah?
I don't know. He was good in The Wrestler. I don't know. I'm not a big Mickey Rourke fan, I guess. The guy's face just looks so weird from all the surgeries and stuff over the years. And I don't want to hate on the guy, but I'm hating on the guy.
Yeah. But I think with the prosthetics of Marvin, I thought it was good. Yeah. I liked it.
But Mickey Rourke is short, isn't he?
I have no idea. I never stood next to him.
I've stood next to him 463 times. I think I'm taller than Mickey Rourke. Let's see. Mickey Rourke height. So now, like, what? Yeah, Mickey Rourke's only 5'11". I'm taller than Mickey Rourke. How's a guy 5'11" portraying someone who's, what did you say, 7'9"?
7'9" in the comics. He's violent, unstable. He has a mental condition that causes hallucinations and paranoia. He bears scars of endless fighting. His dangerous tendencies are held only in check by medication, but he has a strong sense of chivalry. So I think that would have been really your best way to win the fight, is just be a lady.
Kingpin is far from a lady.
Yes. Yeah.
So, Kingpin, for those who don't know, like, he's really strong. Like, he doesn't have, like, superhuman strength, but he does have definite above average human strength. He goes against foes like Daredevil, Spider-Man. I mean, he's feared by all of his goons, and some of them, you think would be stronger than him, but they fear the Kingpin. But he's been shown to go toe-to-toe with Spider-Man. I mean, for those who don't know, Spider-Man does hold back his punches. He'd probably cave in the Kingpin's skull if he just went full out and did. But his lifting record, that is known as 650 pounds. So, I don't know. I can't lift 650 pounds. I've seen you only do it twice.
Like, I can't even move that much weight at all. Unless you give me 6 years.
But, behind all that blubber and chins, there's a solid dude under there.
I mean, essentially, he's a sumo wrestler. I know he's had lots of different martial arts fighters, hired them to train him and all that. So he's definitely undervalued or underrated. His suit has like Kevlar in it, like sewn into it, so it's like made to just look like a normal business suit, but it's stab and bullet resistant. Because everybody wants a piece of the Kingpin eventually, So I mean, he definitely knows how to protect himself and the woman he cares about.
Yes.
So that's kind of a parallel, right? Marv is all about avenging the one person that showed him affection.
Oh yeah, Jessica Alba.
No, not Jessica Alba. It was Goldie and her twin.
Oh yeah.
Because he just woke up like in the middle of the night and somebody had killed her. Somebody,
and they tried to pin it
really
on him.
good, because somehow they snuck into his place and killed a woman that was in the bed with him. So he knew it was going to be a task to try to figure out who did this and who tried to pin it on him, and the cops were already on their way when he woke up, so he knew he was framed, So it's all that journey about trying to avenge who did it, and it was Elijah Wood the whole time. Spoiler.
Elijah Wood.
Wouldn't he though? Wouldn't he do it?
Elijah wouldn't. Elijah would. Comment below.
Yeah. So. The thing is, I think it really comes down to a durability fight. And I don't see a lot of times where Kingpin goes blow to blow till the end. Yeah. So I think I got the edge on the durability just because I'm a warrior bred for war.
Kingpin's a leader. He sends people to do his fighting usually. He does. He can take care of himself as a last resort. But I mean, he's a big old fat guy too, so he ain't gonna be fighting for very long.
Right, and literally, Marv doesn't even stop until he gets Kevin and takes a hacksaw to his neck.
Now, weapons-wise, was Marv just got a hand cannon, basically?
Like, I think ultimately though, even if if he comes in with the 45 that he named Gladys, that's really his only weapon, other than like he'll use other things, like he's an opportunist with most weapons, so like
Whatever's in arm's length, he's gonna reach out and.
yeah, like he'll use it for sure. Like he uses a hatchet in a scene that was just at the farm, So he's not opposed to using weapons, but I think ultimately if it's just Marv walking into the Kingpin's office, like yeah, he might shoot him, and the Kevlar might deflect it.
Right.
It might knock him out of the chair or whatever. But ultimately, I think this is going to be a fist fight, a hand-to-hand battle.
And not a fast one either, because both guys are mammoths.
Yeah, like, so I think it's going to be a bloody, all-out fight. I just really think Marv is going to be the one to like, walk away from it. Because, like, with the Kevin fight, if, like, he was being outsped, so he allowed himself to do, like, the Rocky move, where he's like, yeah, hit me. Yeah, I can take it all day.
Rope-a-dope,
yeah, you get tired, and then he handcuffs himself to the villain. So, like, it's like, yeah, jump around all you want now. It doesn't matter. You're attached to me. So he's not just a mindless warrior. He does outthink his opponents as well.
Right. Well, he's got enough battle strategy or, combat experience because... I mean, look at his face. He literally wears his scars. So.
Yeah, he's got more bandages on his face than he has face.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, so it's kind of ridiculous. So, but at the end of it, I think even if it comes down to it where he has to do something like that, I think he's going to be a bloody pulp, but I definitely think that he would be the one to chop off the Kingpin's arm if he had to handcuff himself to him to get there. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like
I mean, I could see it, I guess. It's like I think it really does boil down to the fact that Marv he's always by himself. So he's always it's like a fight between a tiger and a lion. The tiger's probably going to win like a fight just because the male lion doesn't do the hunting. The females do it for him. So the Kingpin being, the king of the jungle, if you will, he doesn't usually do the dirty work himself. He just kind of pays people to do it for him. So I think that's what it boils down to. In a hand-to-hand combat, it'll come down to experience and durability. And yeah, Marv is just that guy.
I think so. The Kingpin is no slouch for sure. He's like in the TV show Vincent D'Onofrio. I don't know how to say it. I'm just bad with names anyway, but he does an excellent job with Kingpin not being as big physically as he is in the comics, but he has that ferocity and the just being unstable with it too, just like gives that character a great dynamic for the.
I mean, my favorite Kingpin is still Michael Clark Duncan.
Yeah, he did a great job too.
Yeah,
which he was also in Sin City.
Yeah, he was that cop, the golden eye.
Yes. Why he was? I don't know. Doesn't matter. He's there. But yeah, like Marv got hit by a car like multiple times, and then he just thought he was hallucinating it.
Right.
He's like, oh yeah, I must have forgot to take my pill. Like,
no.
Like, so I mean, like,
no, that was a Chevy.
Yeah, like, so he could take a bit of abuse, but yeah, wow. I guess I don't really have anything else to say on that one.
Yeah, me neither. I think it was pretty cut and clean.
Yeah.
Yeah. As much as I like the Kingpin, I mean, like I said, Marv is that guy.
Yeah, well, I think even maybe Bullseye might have been a cooler fight to see, because Bullseye will try to keep distance from Marv and try to do that, which is, Kingpin's like number one goon, essentially.
Yeah.
Hired hand.
That would have been fun. But if Marv ever gets his hands on him, He's just going to rip him in half.
Well, he's got that adamantium skeleton.
Pre-adamantium skeleton.
Oh, okay. All right.
Maybe he'll just he'll rip the skin off and leave the skeleton in the middle.
And I could believe that too. All right. Well, geez, that's today.
That's today.
All right.
Let us know what you think down in the comments, guys. This was a little different one because there wasn't a whole lot to explain with our guys because they're just dudes. So, but they're in the comics and there's some badasses.
Absolutely. Our next fight goes to the obscurity. We can only bring a hero or villain that you definitely haven't heard of. Hopefully. I'm pretty sure that my character is very little known. I don't think anyone's going to know who it is except for you because you know everything comic book. Can I have that on a plaque?
I'm sure there's already one somewhere around here.
Or just put that on my epitaph.
Yep.
Just carve that on my stone. All right, well, thank you for coming, spending this few minutes with us about our debate. Let us know how you feel about the debate. The last episode or a couple ago, was all you talking about both sides, and I feel like I did that today. So, if you have anything else to say, please.
Right, no. I think it's just we're tired. We were up late playing Marvel Legendary, which, if you don't know, is an amazing game. Very complicated, very complex, very difficult, but fun. We played for 10 hours yesterday.
And we lost every time.
We did, didn't we?
Yeah. Cameron won.
Yeah. Congratulations, Cameron.
Yeah. But without any further ado, I guess, I'll turn that on because it's there. And then we'll get out of here. Bye.
Hey.